up the people to mess around. They're doing the mess around.
So I'm here with my helper, and if I open the door, you can see that I have cubes, and these cubes are my unit cube. So I want to find out how many of these it would take to fill up this largest prism of the brown stair. So there we've kind of built a skeleton of our prism out of these cubes. I'm going to take one of those cubes out because that will be our unit going forward. And just to make sure everyone is clear, we have three measurements. We have the length, and so I'm going to write L. We have the width, or some people might call it the depth. And then we have the height, and the height is how tall our prism is. But we also have one other helper, so I will just go get that. And here we are with the other helper. And this helper you might remember because it reminds us of the work we did to find the area of a rectangle. So here we have these smaller rectangular prisms, and there's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the first one is just blank, so I'm going to put it to the bottom. And the next one, turn it so you can see, we've marked off with our little cube. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 times 10. So one of these prisms holds 50 of these cubes. Now, we can do the same fun magic that we did before. There are our lines. I'm going to put the lines onto our next prism. And then there are our lines up the side, or the height. And if I drag it over, there are our lines. Now if I put it all together and give it the magic, magic, magic tap, boom, we have our grid. And the grid allows us to either count those or multiply them. And we know that 5 times 10 is 50. And then 50 times 5 is 250. That means that this prism holds 250 units cubed, just like this one. Okay, and our last friend is this rectangular prism. It has a base that's a square, just like the largest prism from the brown stair. And these, again, are congruent to each other. Congruent, congruent, congruent. But this lives in our elementary classroom, and this came from our Children's House classroom, or our CASA classroom. So we'll return it back to Elizabeth's room. Ready?